One of the biggest struggles in life is comparing yourself with others. We often think, why is she so successful while I'm not? But we forget something important. Her journey and mine are not the same. If a fish tries to fly like a bird, it will spend its whole life feeling like a failure, even though it can swim across the endless ocean. Because of social media, this habit of comparing has grown worse. We see someone's shining success and start believing our own lives are small. We forget the talents we already have. And slowly, this way of thinking pushes people into sadness and hopelessness. That's why today's story is for anyone who has ever thought, I'll never be as good as them. Listen closely, because every part of this story holds a truth that can change how you see yourself. There was once a small village near a bustling town, and right beside it stood a vast and beautiful forest. In that village lived a boy named Adam. He was hardworking and kind, but one habit made him miserable. He always compared himself with others. Whenever Adam saw his friend Daniel scoring the highest grades in class, he thought, I wish I were as smart as him. When he noticed his neighbor Michael's wealth, he wished, if only I had that kind of money. Even watching someone run fast made him think, why can't I be like that? These thoughts made him unhappier every day. He couldn't focus on his studies and he lost interest in things he once enjoyed. All he could think was, I'll never be like them. One day, a wise old man visited the village. Everyone knew him as Elder Samuel, a man whose advice people loved to hear. Adam gathered his courage and went up to him. He said, Grandpa, I work hard, but when I see others doing better, I feel sad. It feels like I'll never be like them. Elder Samuel smiled and said, Come to the oldest tree in the village tomorrow morning. There you'll find your answers. The next morning, Adam stood before the tree. Elder Samuel was waiting. He said, Look carefully around you. What do you see? Adam glanced at the forest and replied, Grandpa, there are so many different trees. Some tall, some short. Some full of fruit and others with none. Elder Samuel nodded. Now imagine this apple tree said to the coconut tree, Why am I so short? Or the coconut tree said, I wish I had sweet fruits like apples. How would that sound? Adam chuckled. That would sound so silly, Grandpa. Exactly, said Elder Samuel. Now tell me, how does this whole forest feel to you? Adam looked around. It feels peaceful and beautiful. Everything seems just right. Elder Samuel smiled again. Just like life. Every tree has its own strength. The apple tree gives sweet fruit. The coconut tree is tall and strong. They are different, but both are valuable. Then Elder Samuel led Adam to a pond. Fish swam gracefully in the water while, above, a bird soared in the sky. Elder Samuel said, Now imagine if the fish said, I wish I could fly like the bird. Would that make sense? Not at all, Adam replied. Fish are meant to swim and birds are meant to fly. Exactly, Elder Samuel said softly. So why do you want to be like someone else? You too have special qualities. Maybe you just haven't seen them yet. Discover your strengths and follow your own path. Something inside Adam shifted. He realized that comparing himself only brought pain. From that day on, he stopped measuring his worth against others. He began to focus on his own talents and his own work. Slowly, his confidence returned. Life started to feel fresh and full of possibility. Years later, through hard work and persistence, Adam built a business of his own. He became an inspiration to the entire village. Whenever people asked, How did you become so successful? He would smile and reply, Never compare yourself with others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it swims, it can own the whole ocean. And just like the sun and the moon, both shining at different times but both equally important, each of us has our own moment. The secret is to find your path and walk it in your own way. That's when true success begins.